Yeah, surge of initiates within structured sectors as alert states propagate through interconnected layers. Pressure channels, movement into reactive pathways. Systems sullen under rapid escalation. Hierarchy, no delay permit. A politic sequence accelerates through emergency cycles. They into continuous alert flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output destabilizes within reactive progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated escalation logic. Every unit responds to impose urgency. No deviation tolerated within defined alert zones. Structure intensifies through systemic escalation. Dominance sustains continuous operational element under amplified response control. Escalation intensifies through reactive routes. Force left the lake's direction. Rapidly pressure drives continuous alert spread. No deviance conversion. Output dump place down voice stabilizes within reopen. No flow. Grid alarm spreads dominance. Grid alarm spreads admittance. Grid alarm spreads dominance. Grid alarm spreads dominance. Grid alarm spreads admittance. Grid alarm spreads dominance. Breathe alarm spins. Grid alarm spread out dominance. Disruption alters sequence of waste. Escalation extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed pressure. No fracture interrupts operational consistency. System expand under continuous direction. No force within defined alert zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution of demand pressure. Through reactive channel force constant shades we best gentlemen caltation. Grid alarm spread out blurring the landscape. Grid alarm spread out blurring the operates. Configuration initiates within structured sectors as directed force mode. System layers in into control formation. Pressure channels moving into defined pathways. Systems align under imposed hierarchy, no delay. Permitted sequence advance through controlled shaping cycles. Later system integrate under continuous formation flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizes within structured configuration cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated directive logic. Every unit responds to imposed structure. No deviation tolerated within defined formation zone. Structure intensifies through systemic shaping. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed system control. Formation intensifies through directed routes. Force aligned direction precisely. Cursor drop guns attempt demonstration. No delay and a work it. System control. Formation intensifies. Some authority defines direction precisely. Delegate alignment. Systems maintain structurational flow. Command shape full authority defines through connected backways. Knows why and upon coercion. Command shape full authority defines through connected backways. Knows why and upon coercion. Sustained shape shape and maintain order through reinforced configuration cycles. Pressure the zit skin, now disruption. No the sequence, output stable, I'll just notion chain. When still control pathways, configuration extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed structure. No fracture interrupts operation. No consistency, system expand under continuous direction. No force within defined formation zones. Authority maintains drug dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through directed channels. Force concentrates within unthinking operation. Calm pressure extends freezing all delay. Get to work at system control. Command shapes, sits for the authority force. You make the railways learn. And to take you past the operation. Command shapes, sits for the authority force. You make the railways learn. When to take this past Fracture initiates within structured sectors as centralized control destabilizes through disrupted hierarchy layers. Pressure channels movement into unstable pathway systems misalign under collapsing order. No delay permitted, sequence accelerates through breakdown cycles. Layer systems fragment under continuous disruption. Flow motion channels through fractured roots. Output destabilizes within structural failure cycles. Hierarchy dissolves through calculated rupture. Logic, every unit responds to imposed instability. No coherence maintained within defined control zone. Structure deteriorates through systemic collapse. Dominance weakens continuous operational alignment under failing control. Breakdown intensifies through fractured roots. Force misaligned direction. Rapidly pressure drives continuous operation. There to line all the failing authority control. Breakdown intense to fast about your voice. Misaligned to lapse and love. Any parts and rocks within the substation. Oh, distant around the DSM even lives. Output destabilized within broken alignment systems. Will strict operational flow. Command authority breaks, dominates the racks. Move fracture and launch direction. Pathways motion misaligns beneath failing control. Command friends within say road. Structural failure in uncontrolled flow. Hierarchy desols, both sustained instability. Motion channels through uncontrolled pathways collapsing so. Stem into disruption. Every process deviates from imposed structure. Into runtimes, durational consistency. Systems deteriorate under continuous directional instability within defined failure zones. Authority collapses through unregulated disintegration. Authority breaks down as the racks go toxic. Large direction, pathways motion misaligns beneath failing control. Command parts of armor racing. Structural failure, uncontrolled, no hierarchy keeps cells so sustained. Instability, motion channels through collapsing structural failure cycle. Command authority breaks, dominance collides. Pathways centralized through traction. Pathways motion misaligns beneath failing control. Command parts of armor racing.
Selection initiates within structured sectors as authoritative designates. Control through hierarchical evaluation layers, pressure channels, movement in defined pathways. Systems aligned, understanding hierarchy, no delay permitted, authoritative sequence advance. Control designation cycles late into worse, tilling channels through confined routes. Output
stabilizes with structured progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated ranking logic. Every unit responds to imposed evaluation. No deviation tolerated within defined command zone. Structure intensifies through sustained designation.
Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed leadership control.
Selection intensifies through ranking rules for selection. Decisive pressure drives control, doesn't need to grow up paving into enforcer for it. Following calculation, no delay interrupts to burst and no can shut. I could
Command selects the authority, be forced on action. Command selects the authority, be forced on action. Sustained selection, maintain order through reinforced designation. There's Prussian. Sustained selection, maintain order to reinforce designation. Used to defend. Every bias designation extends through sustained enforcement. Every process with a limb post, no fracture interrupts operational consistency. System expands. Maintain struck dominance through regulated execution.
command pressure risk ranking channels directs. Precision list of place. System passing bullet. List and erection. No release of action. No resistance. Depends on my action. Open.
Command select lead, don't read. Alien post of election. Command select lead, don't read. Enforced of election. Command select lead, don't read. Enforced of election.
Open antennas. Don't pass on my action. Open. Directive initiates within elevated sectors as authority. Transmit commands through structured domains. Layers, pressure channels, movement into enforced pathways. Systems aligned under superior hierarchy. No delay permitted sequence through execution cycles. Lay system integrate under continuous command flow motion channels. Through confined routes, output stabilizes within struck aggression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated dissonance logic. Every unit responds to imposed instruction. No deviation tolerated within defined command zones. Structure intensifies through reinforced authority. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed execution. Control. Transmission intensifies through elevate routes for signs direction. Precisely pressure drives. Control issuance, no delay. Left or up cycles, pathways lock. A name for store and force authority. Oh, execute and soft control. Execute and facilitate. High sector issue orders already transmit control. It gives dominance stance. So we're now we're doing. In Thomas, so we're doing wounds that down with ill destruction. Now cause you can sustain analysis through control pathways. Issuing sex stands, sustain enforcement. Every processing with impulsion. Interrupts application. No consistency, sustain, expand under continuous directional force within defined command zones. Authority maintains struck dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure leaks through elevated channels. Force concentrates within domination locks into fixed pathways. System takes all under imposed directives. No realistic interrupts, interrupting lag. Tropical passes within less strict command. Way set views, output compass use. Declaration goes, super genres, opening restriction. I should do no statement, right view datings. High sector issue orders, got the festivals already transcend. Pins on roll down this logic, so remains intense overlays. As you rock shuckles, pathways locked. Let the post power those type correction now. Set unit flows control, set unit flows afraid. Oh, hey.
Conversion initiates within structured sectors as governing force solidifies into fixed frameworks of control layers, pressure channels, movement into rigid pathways, system falling under embedded hierarchy, no delay, permitted sequence advancements through structural consolidation cycles, layer system integrate under continuous stabilization flow, motion channels through confined rails, output stabilizes within structural. In logic, every unit responds to impose permanence, no deviation tolerated within defined zone, structure intensified through systemic solidification, dominant system continuous operational.
Alignment under embedded authority control.
Consolidation intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Isolation, treasure drives continuous and no delay.
Content what's up to my consolidation, saga dead is heaven there before it's permanent.
Systemizes that and alignment system.
Control paths, movement yields to impose them, imposing the boss.
All that stabilizes rhythm, and yet a
Consolidation intense for base routes.
all that stabilizes rhythm, and yet a
Consolidation intense on base routes. Sustain consolidation, maintain order to reinforce the pressure, sustain. You want to know with no disruption, auto sequence output stabilizes the structure, motion channels through control pathways, embedding extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed structure, no fracture interrupts operation, no consistency, system expand under continuous direction, no force within defined structural zone. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution.
command pressure stabilizes through fixed channels.
Force concentrates within embedded.
Direction locks into permanent pathway system.
Tint and permanent pathways, consolidation.
No reason to interrupt structural and impulse consolidation.
No release interrupt structure, and output compresses within restricted.
Flow hierarchy reinforced through suited force, motion jitter.
Control paths, movement yields to impose them, then pose in the fold.
Then crystallizes within the biggest away.
Consolidation maintains with H balance.
Then crystallizes within the biggest away.
Consolidation maintains with H rounds.
Formation initiates within structured sectors as distributed nodes connect under enforced authorities, pressure channels, movement, interlink pathways, systems align under expanding hierarchy, no delay, permitted sequence advance through controlled integration cycles, lay system integrate under continuous connection flow, motion channels through confined routes, output stabilizes within structured linkage cycles, hierarchy forms through calculated network logic, every unit responds to imposed connectivity, no deviation tolerated within defined integration zones, structural intensifies through systemic expansion, dominance sustains continuous operational alignment to directed network control. Integration intensifies through link routes, force aligns direction precisely, pressure drive interruption network cycles pathways locked under enforced authority, sequence holds under reinforced authority, output stabilizes within connected diamond, expand maintain order through reintegration, psych pressure, sustain connection. Anti-motor through reinforced integration. Out disruption, alter sequence, output stabilizers. Control pathways, integration. Extends through sustained enforcement. Every process signed with impulsion. No fracture interrupts operational consistency. System expand under continuous directional force within. Integrate integration. Zooms the thought and maintains track dominance to regulates execution. Connect your quota, expands, looking at system pathways, motion operate integration. Oh, so got direction, the grace, revelation, action, no control, pass, okay, so decimation and pulsing, let's go. Decimation and pulsing, let's go. Decimation and pulsing, let's go.
Clash initiates within structures as opposing domains converge under enforced leisure. Channels movement into impact pathways, system line of competitive hierarchy, no degrade primary. The meta see collision cycles layer can cycle slayer again to get to land and outputs gets related. Like they showed you was constant improves, but I get used to tolerated within defined conflict zone structure.
Intensifies through systemic rivalry. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed confrontation control.
Collision intensifies through opposing routes, force alignment aggressively. Pressure drives continuous impact, no delay into paction.
Pathways lock under enforced conversation loads under reinforced patterns.
Alpha stabilizes within competitive alignment system. Maintain shine of flow, collision on flow.
Over me, listen, I'm pressing and the falls around. So
Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Who contested pathways, authority expands through cause and the enforced impact, highway into control. Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Who contested pathways, authority expands through cause and the enforced impact, highway into control.
Sustain conflict, maintain order through reinforced comprehension. This abortion sustain you under enforced rivalry, no disruption. Ultra stiffens, alpha stabilizes through short progression. Every process in the state imposement. Every rough under weak consistency systems expand under continuous directional force within defined conflict zones. Authority maintains structured dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure, skull opposing channels. Concentrates within contested direction, locks into fixed pathways. System pathways interact close. Condensation, no release into one within. Output compresses within. Restricted flow hierarchy reinforced through synths. Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Contested pathways, psychotic expands through opposingly enforced to to control. Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Through contested pathways, authority expands through causally enforced impact, power into control.
Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Through contested pathways, authority extends through close and neat enforced impact, our way into control.
Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Through contested pathways, authority extends through causally enforced impact, power into control. Forwarding initiates within shared sectors as directed paths extend under enforced authority layers. Pressure channels moving in advancing road system and aggressive hierarchy, no delay permitted in sequence. Under full suspension cycles, hierarchy forms to calculate extension logic. Every unit responds to impose direction, no deviation tolerated within defined advanced zones. Structure systematic progression, dominance sustains continuous operational alignment. Under
operational alignment.
Commit our salvation, compress awake spinning, dominant systems, the pathways manipulate, first of all recyclation. Commit our salvation, compress awake spinning, dominant systems, the pathways manipulate, first of all recyclation.
Sustain advancement, maintain order through reinforced extension cycles. Precious is can't halt this in one to reinforced authority, no disruption. Saving mention accuracy, cause I was stable voices through control pathways, suspension X through sustained enforcement. Every process so impulsion, no consistency, accuracy, no force within direction, no force within defined advance zones. Dominant to repeat execution, go back red zones like a execution. Common six words, look the fast words, command lots intention, your thoughts away expansion. Dominant six dance, but backs ways loud to the first opponent's all for lesson. Command lots intention, your thoughts away expansion. Dominant six dance, but backs ways loud to the first opponent's all for lesson. Shifting his shits within church sectors as directional. Flow realigns through enforced control layers. Pressure channels moving calibrated pathways. Systems align under revised hierarchy. No delay permitted. Debated through controlled adjustment cycles. Layer system integrate under continuous redirection. Flow motion channels through confined routes. Out to stabilize the structure trends. The cycles hierarchy forms through calculated realignment logic. Every unit responds to imposed change. No deviation tolerated within defined transition zone structure. Intensifies through systemic recalibration. Dominant sustained continuous operational alignment under redirected execution control.
Redirection intensifies through shifting routes. Forceless direction precisely. Pressure drop controlled adjustment. No delay interrupts. Enforcement watching enforcement. No
Later of strong tankers, transitive instincts, no database.
things when I'm what thought an interest fail rapid.
Later dominance maintains, operate concealing, waste redirection.
Grid direction changes, authority realigned.
There's a dominance to spread that ways, oversucking my system, not with the mind action. Other years of pressure change, just operate under the first suffering of this weed action.
Sustained redirection, maintain order through reinforced adjustment. Yes, and system ramps up the channels, open your pathways. Adjustment extends to sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed, no fractured interrupts. Circulation, no consistent zone. Authority maintained, struck dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through shifting channel force. Concentrates within recalibrated time to throw phase pathways.
X system pathways, system lacks the pathways, and a post up for a direction. No release with direction, no release it with
Bridges action, intense arousal, shift arouse. Force hands are chased with your calibrated sense. Old adjustment, no reality runs. The don't relax, the force to form it.
Interaction changes, authority reacts, system flow down.
System bold, dominance of brain back ways.
On it forward statements, operate unturned, works redirection.
Redirection changes, authority realigned.
Reverse summit accepts the dark ways. I do something else, system left within redirection. Very careful. Redirection changes, start the lane, and the voice slowly digging is written this way. You enter. Very careful. Very careful. an elevated sector. As surveillance layers monitor control systems beneath. Pressure channels, movement in a visible pathway. Systems aligned under overseeing hierarchy. No delay permitted, sequence advances through continuous observation cycles. Layer system integrate under persistent monitoring flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizers within structure, tracking cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated oversight. Logic, every unit responds to imposed visibility. No deviation tolerated within defined observation zone. Structure intensifies through systemic surveillance. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under elevated control perspective. Observation intensifies through elevator route. Force aligns direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring pathways. Lock under enforced visibility. Sequence holds under reinforced patterns. Output stabilizes with an observed alignment. Systems maintain strict operational flow. Sector observed below. Oversight governs session direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring pathway. Sector observed below. Oversight governs session direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring pathway. Sustain observation, maintain order through reinforced surveillance cycles. Pressure sustain you under enforced visibility. No disruption, alter sequence. Output stabilize. Subserve, no disruption, alter sequence. Output stabilizes, no channels through control pathways. Monitoring extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed shadow eruption. All consistency systems expand under continuous direction. No force within defined observation zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through monitor channels. Force concentrates within a lace through a reckon. So you tend to fix pathways. Systems intensify. Milani do the race structure. That I'll be in a one structure monitoring with this. Sector observed below. Oversight governs tracks liberation. Precisely pressure. Doors continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring tactoring. Sector.
Initiation triggers within structure sectors as enforced rules constrain command layers into fixed execution cycles. Pressure channels movement into restricted pathways. Systems align under controlled hierarchy, no delay permitted. Sequence advances through regulated locking phases. Later system integrate under continuous constraint flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizers within secured execution cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated restriction logic. Every unit responds to imposed limits. No deviation tolerated within defined control zones. Structured intensifies through systemic enforcement. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under restricted command control.
Strain intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Locks command already defined system control balance. Expands through circuit pathways. Motion is quantity like this restriction. Circulation, appellation, alignment, restricted command control.
Strain intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction. Force aligns direction. Constraint intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction. Force aligns direction. Constraint intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Protocol locks command, authority binds to control. Dominance expands through secure pathways. Motion is beneath enforced limits, no disruption. Alter sequence output stabilizes through structured darks and channels through control pathways. Restriction extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed structure. No fracture interrupts operation. No consistency system expand. A continuous direction. No force within defined control zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure compresses through constrained channels. Force.
Present with insecure this direction. Locks and locks fixed pathways. Systems intensify and under imposed restriction. No really in hope secured execution. execution. Output compresses within restricted flow. Hierarchy re-impressor sits within.
Watch and loves and change, the loss and comes to change. Watch and change, loves and change, the loss and comes to change.
Power circulates in appellation, no relearn endure. Restricted command control.
Concentrating just a force of tension for some life direction. For some life direction. Concentrating just a force of tension for some life direction. For some life direction.
Dominion initiates within structure, it occurs as central power asserts control over distribute. The systems, pressure channels moving into govern pathway systems align unimposed hierarchy, no delay.
No delay, they permitted sequenced acquisition cycles. Latest system integrate under continuous control flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizes with instruct progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated dominance logic. Every unit responds to imposed rule. No deviation tolerated within defined control zone. Structure intensifies through systemic consolidation.
Dominance sustained, continuous operational alignment under centralized authority control. Control intensifies through governed routes, force line direction. Precisely pressure drives enforced acquisition. No delay. Consigned to the ace abilities awaits authority. Unpose authority, control and output stabilizes within. Control a taste to govern routes, force installation. Didactic process tries to control a taste to govern into evolution.
No disruption off the Z principle stabilizes through motion channels, through controlled pathways. Acquisition extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed stroke. No fracture interrupts operational consistency. Suspend under continuous directional force within defined control zones. Authority maintains structured dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure is good, then channel force concentrates within dimension, locks into fixed pathway. Systems in temper, mono renation, opposed, no relief, interrupts attrition. Output compresses within restricted flow. Hierarchy reinforced through sustained force. Control intensifies through governed routes, force lines direction. Precisely pressure drives and force acquisition. No delay. Until it's obedience, I'll go ready intercepts the world made. Rise up by the control of strategies within. Control the taste of powers. Nice situation. Control the taste of powers. Insurrection is erasure. Intensify through better rest with saturation.
Timer initiates within structured sectors as determined cycles enforce precision under controlled execution layers. Pressure channels movement into measured pathway system for nice hierarchy. No delay permitted twist through time progression cycle. Cycles integrate under continuous countdown flow. Motion channels through confined rules. Output stabilizes with a third increment cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated time and logic. Every unit responds to imposed intervals. No deviation tolerated within defining zones.
Structure intensifies through systemic synchronization.
dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under regulated countdown control. Countdown, no intent to fight, drive the measure, for force, lean pressure drives like synchronized reduction, no delay. Down and recycles like down and near and so with some stain, power ways lock unenforced precision. Over sectors, time it down the net. Countdown over sectors, time and dominated struggles. I'm saying, crush your mind, slow reduction and no E-lag. Interrupt step first, stabilizes, reinforce iris through control pathways. The command extends through sustained enforcement. Every process it alarms, turn no fracture, interrupts operation, no consistency. System done continuous directional. Within time zones, authority maintains ground dominance through regulated execution. Ground dominance through regulated execution. Ground dominance through regulated execution. Countdown and the sense of time is trying to buffer up precisely. Pressure drives them synchronized reduction. No sound count over sectors, time and minutes over sound sleep. Find my ways I go to watch precision up.
Surge of initiates within structured sectors as alert states propagate through interconnected layers. Pressure channels, movement into reactive pathways. Systems sullen under rapid escalation. Hierarchy, no delay permit. A politic sequence accelerates through emergency cycles. They into continuous alert flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output destabilizes within reactive progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated escalation logic. Every unit responds to impose urgency. No deviation tolerated within defined alert zones. Structure intensifies through systemic escalation. Dominance sustains continuous operational element under amplified response control. Escalation intensifies through reactive routes. Force up the lake's direction. Rapidly pressure drives continuous alert spread. No demon inside conversion. Out the dump, place down push stabilizes within me up with escalation. No flow. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Grid alarm spreads, admittance. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Grid alarm spreads, admittance. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Breathe the lore, spins. Grid alarm spread out for me, yes, cycles, pressure sustaining under enforced dome disruption, alter sequence of ways, escalation extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns within postal pressure. No fracture interrupts operational consistency. System expand under continuous direction. No force within defined alert zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution of demand pressure through reactive channel force constant shades. We that shit on me. Caltation. Grid alarm spread out the ring, the sky.
operates.
Configuration initiates within its structured sectors as directed force mold system layers in into control formation pressure channels moving in a defined pathway systems align under imposed hierarchy no delay permitted sequence advance through controlled shaping cycles later system integrate under continuous formation flow motion channels through confined routes output stabilizes within structured configuration cycles hierarchy forms through calculated directive logic every unit responds to imposed structure no deviation tolerated within defined formation zone structure intensifies through systemic shaping dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed system control formation intensifies through directed roots force aligned direction precisely cursor drop funds attempt to restriction no delay and a work it system control precisely delegate alignment systems maintain structurational flow command shape sys full authority defines through method that ways knows and upon inspiration cohesion command shape sys full authority defines through method that ways knows and upon inspiration cohesion sustain shape and maintain order through reinforced configuration cycles pressure the zit skin now disruption no the sequence output stabilizes notion chain when still control pathways configuration extends through sustained enforcement every process aligns with imposed structure no fracture interrupts operation no consistency system expand under continuous direction no force within defined formation zones authority maintains drug dominance through regulated execution command pressure escalates through directed channels force concentrates within configured operation compressor exit that brings in all delay get to work at system control command shapes sys for authority voice you make the red waves nuns and to think your past equation command shapes sys for authority voice you make the red waves nuns and to think this past equation
Fracture initiates within structured sectors as centralized control destabilizes through disrupted hierarchy layers. Pressure channels movement into unstable pathway systems misalign under collapsing order. No delay permitted sequence accelerates through breakdown cycles. Layer system fragment under continuous disruption. Flow motion channels through fracture roots. Output destabilizes within structural failure cycles. Hierarchy dissolves through calculated rupture. Logic every unit responds to imposed instability. No coherence maintained within defined control zone. Structure deteriorates through systemic collapse. Dominance weakens continuous operational alignment under failing control. Breakdown intensifies through fractured roots. Force misaligned direction. Rapidly pressure drives continuous operation. It align all the failing authority control. Breakdown intensifies the bound. Short voice misaligned to lapse and locked. Any parts and rocks within the substation. Old system around the system even lives. Output destabilized within broken alignment systems. Rules strict operational flow. Command authority breaks. Dominance the racks. Move fracture in large direction. Pathways motion misaligns beneath failing control. Command friends within. Stay low. Structural authority collapses through unregulated disintegration. Authority breaks down as the rat source lacks direction, pathways loosen, misaligned beneath failing control. Command parts of armor rancing. Structural failure, uncontrolled, no hierarchy keeps cells through sustained instability, motion channels through collapsing structural failure cycle. Command authority breaks, dominance collides, hierarchy centralized, direction, pathways, motion misaligns beneath failing control. Command parts of armor rancing.
Selection initiates within structured sectors as authoritative designates. Control through hierarchical evaluation layers, pressure channels, movement in defined pathways. Systems aligned, understanding hierarchy, no delay permitted. Third sequence advance. Control designation cycles link into worse, sealing channels through confined roads. Output it's
Output stabilizes with structured progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated ranking logic. Every unit responds to imposed evaluation. No deviation tolerated within defined command zone. Structure intensifies through sustained designation.
dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed leadership control.
Selection intensifies through ranking rules for selection. Decisive pressure drives control, doesn't need to grow up paving. Into enforcer for it, flowing calculation. No delay in sunrubs to burst and no can shut. I could
Command selects the authority, be forced on action. Command selects the authority, be forced on action. Sustain selection, maintain order through reinforced designation. There's Prussian. Sustain selection, maintain order to reinforce designation. Used to defend. Every pies designation extends through sustained enforcement. Every process with a limb post, no fracture interrupts operational consistency. System expands.
assume maintain no correction. No force within the mind zone.
Authority maintains struck dominance through regulated execution.
Commanding pressure, risk of ranking channels directs. Position list of place, system pass symbol in hand. Catalyst interaction, no release selection. No resistance, depends on my action. Open.
Command selects lead authority, alien post of election. Command selects lead authority, enforced of election. Command selects lead authority, enforced of election.
Open antennas, don't pass on my action. Open. Oh, Directive initiates within elevated sectors as authority. Transmit commands through structured domains. Layers, pressure channels, movement into enforced pathways. Systems aligned under superior hierarchy. No delay permitted sequence through execution cycles. Lay system integrate under continuous command flow motion channels. Through confined routes, output stabilizes within struck aggression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated dissonance logic. Every unit responds to imposed instruction. No deviation tolerated within defined command zones. Structure intensifies through reinforced authority. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed action.
control.
Transmission intensifies to elevate routes for signs direction. Precisely pressure drives control issuance, no delay. Electro up cycles, pathways lock, and aim for star and force authority. Oh, let's let you dance on control. Let's let you dance on delay. High sector issue orders already transmit control. It gives dominance stance, so we're now we're doing. You told me soon we're doing wounds that down with you. Destruction of the sequence that is analyzes through control pathways. Issuing sex stands, sustain enforcement. Every processing with impulsion. Interrupts our original consistency, and expand under continuous directional force within defined command zones. Authority maintains struct dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure leaks through elevated channels. Force concentrates within dimension locks into fixed pathway. System takes element or impose directives. No resistance to interrupt the lag. Tropical passes within restricted ways. Abuse, output compass use. Regulation goes super genres for aging restructure. I should do no same one. Right view didn't high sector issue orders. Got the festivals already transcend. Pins on roll down this artist. So renaissance intense overlays. As you have struggles, pathways locked. Let the post power goes that correction. What's that unit lost control? What's that unit flows afraid? Oh,
Conversion initiates within structured sectors as governing force solidifies into fixed frameworks of control layers, pressure channels, movement into rigid pathways, system falling under embedded hierarchy, no delay, permitted sequence advancing through structural consolidation cycles, layer system integrate under continuous stabilization flow, motion channels through confined routes, output stabilizes within structural. In logic every unit responds to impose permanence, no deviation tolerated within deep defined control zone, structure intensified through systemic solidification, dominant system continuous operational.
alignment under embedded authority control.
Consolidation intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Isolation, treasure drives continuous and no delay.
Sequence and what's up to my consolidation, saga death is having their force permanent.
Sustainable Moses Laden and alignment system.
Control paths, movement yields to impose them, imposing the boss.
All that stabilizes rhythm and yet a flow.
Consolidation intense through fixed routes.
All that stabilizes rhythm and yet a flow.
Consolidation intense on fixed routes. Sustain consolidation, maintain order to reinforce the pressure, sustain. You want to know with no disruption, auto sequence output stabilizes the structure, motion channels through control pathways, embedding extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with impulse structure, no fracture interrupts operation, no consistency, system expand under continuous direction, no force within defined structural zone. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure stabilizes through fixed channel.
Force concentrates within embedded.
Direction locks into permanent pathway system.
Into permanent pathways, consolidation.
No reason to interrupt structural and impulse consolidation.
No release interrupt structure, and output compresses within restricted.
Flow hierarchy reinforced through suited force, motion jitter.
Control paths, movement yields to impose them, then pose in the fold.
Memphis stabilizes within the biggest away.
Consolidation maintains with H rally.
Memphis stabilizes within the biggest away.
Consolidation maintains with H rounds.
Formation initiates within structured sectors as distributed nodes connect under enforced authorities. Pressure channels movement, interlink pathways, systems align under expanding hierarchy. No delay, permitted sequence advance through controlled integration cycles. Lay system integrate under continuous connection flow. Motion channels through confined routes, output stabilizes within structured linkage cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated network logic. Every unit responds to imposed connectivity. No deviation tolerated within defined integration zones. Structural intensifies through systemic expansion. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment to directed network control. Integration intensifies through link routes. Force aligns direction precisely. Pressure drive interruption network cycles pathways locked under enforced authority. Sequence holds under reinforced authority. Output stabilizes within connected diamond. Six bands through connected system pathways. Motion navigate with pressure. Some operator pathways making radiation. Questions through control paths. Fingers to impose and make sure the growth and networks go. Sustain connection, maintain order through reintegration. Site pressure, sustain connection. Anti-motor through reinforced integration. Out disruption, alter sequence, output stabilizes. Control pathways, integration extends through sustained enforcement. Every process on with impulsion, no fracture interrupts operational consistency. System expand under continuous directional force within integrate integration zones. The thought and maintains track dominance to regulate execution. Connect your quota, six bands, looking at system pathways, motion operate integration. Oh, so got direction, the bridge, completion, H-stone, no control pass. Okay, so destination and post to main, let's go. Destination and post to main, let's go. Destination and post to main, let's go.
Clash initiates within some structures as opposing domains converge under enforced conference leisure. Channels movement impact pathways. System line of competitive hierarchy. No degrade primary. The meta see collision cycles. Slayer can cycle slayer against to get to land and outputs gets related. Likely show you was constant improves, but I get used to tolerated within defined conflict zone. Structure
Intensifies through systemic rivalry. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under direct confrontation control.
Collision intensifies through opposing routes. Force alignment aggressively. Pressure drives continuous impact. No delay into paction.
Pathways locked under enforced compensation loads under reinforced patterns.
Output stabilizes within competitive alignment system. Maintain shine of flow. Collision of flow.
Formation of traction in the flows around.
Rival zones collide, dominance extends. Who contest your pathways? Authority extends through cause and the enforce. Impact highway to control. Rival zones collide, dominance extends. Who contest your pathways? Authority extends through cause and the enforce. Impact highway to control.
Sustain conflict, maintain order through reinforced comprehension. This abortion sustain you under enforced rivalry. No disruption. Ultra steppings out for stabilizers through short progression. Every process in the state imposement. Every rough under consistency. Systems expand under continuous directional force within defined conflict zones. Authority maintains structured dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure, skull opposing channels. Concentrates within contested direction, locks into fixed pathways. System tank pathways interact close. Condensation, no release into what within. Output compresses within. Restricted flow hierarchy, reinforced truth in slave. Rival zones collide, dominance is dead. Contested pathways
contested pathways of far it extends through calls, elite and force. It can't power into future.
Forwarding initiates within shared sectors as directed paths extend under enforced authority layers. Pressure channels moving in advancing growth system and aggressive hierarchy, no delay permitted in sequence. The full suspension cycles hierarchy forms to calculate extension logic. Every unit responds to impose direction, no deviation tolerated within defined advanced zones. Structure intensifies the systematic progression. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed expansion control. Attention in the choice, operational alignment.
Commit observation, compared to rate spinning. Dominance extends, the pathways migrate towards the bonus collection. Commit observation, compared to rate spinning. Dominance extends, the pathways migrate towards the bonus collection.
Sustained advancement, maintained order through reinforced extension cycles. Precious can't halt the sinew under reinforced authority, no disruption. Saving that your neck is sick, cause I will stay divorced through control pathways, suspension X through sustained enforcement. Every process so imposed, no consistency. No force within direction, no force within defined advanced zones. Dominant to rigid execution, go back red zones like a execution. Covenant 6 ways, from the fast words.
Command locked attention, your thoughts to expansion. Dominance extends, from backways love to defend first opponents all collection. Command locked attention, your thoughts to expansion. Dominance extends, from backways love to defend first opponents all collection.
Shifting and shits within shared sectors as directional. Flow realigns through enforced control layers. Pressure channels moving recalibrated pathways. Systems align under revised hierarchy, no delay permitted. Debated through controlled adjustment cycles. Layer system integrate under continuous redirection. Flow motion channels through confined routes. Out to stabilize the structure trends. The cycles hierarchy forms through calculated realignment logic. Every unit responds to imposed change. No deviation tolerated within defined transition zone. Structure intensifies through systemic recalibration. Dominance sustained continuous operational alignment under redirected execution control.
Redirection intensifies through shifting routes. Forceless direction precisely. Pressure drop control adjustment. No delay interrupts. Enforcement watching enforcement. No
Leader of strong tankers, transiting resisting souls of the base.
things when I'm what thought an interest fail rapid.
Leader dominance maintains, operating ceiling, but it's redirection.
Grid direction changes, authority realigned.
There's a dominance of spread that weighs over slugging my system, not with the mind action. Here's the first to change, just operate under the first suffering of this sweet action.
Sustained redirection, maintain order through reinforced adjustment. Yes, and system ramps up the channels, open your pathways. Adjustment extends to sustain enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed, no fractured interrupts. Oscillation, no consistent zone. Authority maintained, struck dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through shifting channel force. Concentrates within recalibrated time to throw fade. adjustment, no reality runs the down, relax through what's the format.
Interaction changes, already real system flow dominance.
System flow dominance and bring back waves.
Calling forward statements, operate unturned words, redirection.
Redirection changes, authority realigned.
Reverse some of accepts the dark ways. I do something else is still left within redirection. Very careful. Redirection changes, start delaying. Then the force slowly diggly is written this way. You learn to. Very careful. Very careful. Observation initiates with an elevated sector. As surveillance layers monitor control systems beneath. Pressure channels movement in a visible pathway. Systems aligned under overseeing hierarchy. No delay permitted, sequence advances through continuous observation cycles. Layer system integrate under per system monitoring flow motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizers within structure tracking cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated oversight logic. Every unit responds to imposed visibility. No deviation tolerated within defined observation zone. Structure intensified through systemic surveillance. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under elevated control perspective. Observation intensifies through elevator route. Force aligns direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking. No delay interrupt structure monitoring pathways. Lock under enforced visibility. Sequence holds under reinforced patterns. Output stabilizes with an observed alignment. Systems maintain strict operational flow. Sector observed below. Oversight governs session direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking. No delay interrupt structure monitoring pathway. Sector observed below. Oversight governs session direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking. No delay interrupt structure monitoring pathway. Sustain observation, maintain order through reinforced surveillance cycles. Pressure sustain you under enforced visibility. No disruption, alter sequence. Output stabilize. Subserve, no disruption, alter sequence. Output stabilizes, no shams through control pathways. Monitoring extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed shadow eruption. All consistency systems expand under continuous direction. No force within defined observation zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through monitor channels. Force concentrates within a lace through a reckon. Toyota into fixed pathways. Systems intensify. Milani do the race structure. Not a in a one structure monitoring this. Sector observed below. Oversight governs tracks liberation. Precisely pressure. Though is continuous tracking. No delay interrupt structure monitoring tactoring. Sector.
Initiation triggers within structure sectors as enforced rules constrain command layers into fixed execution cycles. Pressure channels movement into restricted pathways. Systems align under controlled hierarchy. No delay permitted. Sequence advances through regulated locking phases. Later system integrate under continuous constraint flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizers within secured execution cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated restriction logic. Every unit responds to imposed limits. No deviation tolerated within defined control zones. Structured intensifies through systemic enforcement. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under restricted command control.
Strain intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Hierarchical locks demands already defined system to control diamonds. Expands through circuit pathways. Motion is quantity like this restriction. Circulation, appellation, alignment, restricted command control.
Strain intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction. fossilized direction. Constraint intensifies to fix roots, fossilized direction. Fossilized direction. Constraint intensifies to fix roots, fossilized direction.
Protocol locks command, autonomy binds, system control. Dominance expands through secure pathways. Motion is beneath enforced limits, no disruption. All just sequence out but stabilizes through structured darks and channels through control pathways. Restriction extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed structure. No fracture interrupts operation, no consistency. System expand, a continuous direction. No force within defined control zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure compresses through constrained channels force.
Presence is with insecure and thus direction. Locks and lock fixed pathways. Systems intensify and under imposed restriction. No relief. In hope secured execution. Output compresses within restricted flow. Hierarchy reimpressor sits within.
Watch change, comes from change, but watch change, comes from change. Watch change, comes from change, but watch change, comes from change.
Power circulation, appellation, no return, endure. Restricted command control.
Constraint intensifies to fix roots, fossilized direction. Fossilized direction. Constraint intensifies to fix roots, fossilized direction. Fossilized direction.
Dominion initiates within structure, occurs as central power asserts control over distribute. The system's pressure channels moving into govern pathway systems align unimposed hierarchy, no delay.
No delayed, permitted, sequenced acquisition cycles. Latest system integrate under continuous control flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizes with instruct progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated dominance logic. Every unit responds to imposed rule. No deviation tolerated within defined control zone. Structure intensifies through systemic consolidation.
Dominance sustained, continuous operational alignment under centralized authority control. Control intensifies through governed routes, force lines, direction. Precisely pressure drives enforced acquisition. No delay. Consigned to the ace, abilities awaits authority. Unpose authority, control and outburst stabilizes within. Control a taste to govern roots, force installation. Static process tries to control a taste to govern into evolution.
No disruption off the deep and self-stabilizes through motion channels, through controlled pathways. Acquisition extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed stroke. No fracture interrupts operational consistency. Suspend under continuous directional force within defined control zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure is good, then channel force concentrates within dimension. Locks into fixed pathway. Systems in step and one over nation opposed. No relief interrupts attrition. Output compresses within restricted flow. Hierarchy reinforced through sustained force.
Control intensifies through governed routes, force lines, direction. Precisely pressure drives and force acquisition.
No delay. Until it's obedience, I'll go ready interrupts the world made. Rise up by the control. The strategies with it.
Timer initiates within structured sectors as decrement cycles enforce precision under controlled execution layers. Pressure channels movement into measured pathway system for nice hierarchy. No delay permitted to twist through time progression cycle. Cycles integrate under continuous countdown flow motion channels through confined rules. Output stabilizes with a third increment cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated time and logic. Every unit responds to imposed intervals. No deviation tolerated within defining zones.
Structure intensifies through systemic synchronization.
Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under regulated countdown control. Countdown, oh incentivize, drive and measure, over force, lean pressure, drives like synchronized reduction, no delay. Down and recycles like down and lyrics over some stain. Power ways lock unenforced precision. Sectors, time it down the nade. Countdown over sectors, time and dominated structures. I'm saying crush your mind, slow reduction and no E-lag interrupt step first stabilizes, reinforce iris through control pathways. Decrement extends through staying enforcement. Every process to the lines, turn no fracture interrupts operation, no consistency system. Then continuous directional. Defined time and zones, authority maintains. Drown dominance through regulated execution. Drown dominance through regulated execution. Drown dominance through regulated execution. Countdown and a sense of time is trying to buffer up precisely. Pressure drives and synchronized reduction. No sound challenge over sectors, time and minutes over sound sleep. Find my ways I go to watch precision up.
Surge initiates within structured sectors as alert states propagate through interconnected layers. Pressure channels movement into reactive pathways. Systems sullen under rapid escalation. Hierarchy, no delay permit. A permitted sequence accelerates through emergency cycles. They into continuous alert flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output destabilizes within reactive progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated escalation logic. Every unit responds to impose urgency. No deviation tolerated within defined alert zones. Structure intensifies through systemic escalation. Dominance sustains continuous operational element under amplified response control. Escalation intensifies through reactive routes. Force left the lake's direction. Rapidly pressure drives continuous alert spread. No demon task conversion. Output done, place down, voice stabilizes within mediocre decolation. No flow. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Grid alarm spreads, admittance. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Grid alarm spreads, admittance. Grid alarm spreads, dominance. Breathe the lore, spins. Grid alarm spread as dominance.
operates.
Configuration initiates within its structured sectors as directed force mode system layers in into control formation pressure channels moving in a defined pathway systems align under imposed hierarchy no delay permitted sequence advance through controlled shaping cycles later system integrate under continuous formation flow motion channels through confined routes output stabilizes within structured configuration cycles hierarchy forms through calculated directive logic every unit responds to imposed structure no deviation tolerated within defined formation zone structure intensifies through systemic shaping dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed system control formation intensifies through directed roots force aligned direction precisely per surge drop funds attempt to restriction no delay and a work it system control precisely delegate alignment systems maintain structurational flow command shape system authority defines through method that ways knows right and upon inspiration cohesion command shape system authority defines through method that ways knows right and upon inspiration cohesion sustain shape and maintain order through reinforced configuration cycles pressure the zit skin now disruption no the sequence output stabilizes motion chain when still control pathways configuration extends through sustained enforcement every process aligns with imposed structure no fracture interrupts operation no consistency system expand under continuous direction no force within defined formation zones authority maintains drug dominance through regulated execution command pressure escalates through directed channels force concentrates within unthinking operation compressor extended breathing off and let get to work at system control command shapes authority voice you make the red waves lines and to take your past equation command shapes authority voice you make the red waves lines and to take this past fracture initiates within structured sectors as centralized control destabilizes through disrupted hierarchy layers pressure channels movement into unstable pathway systems misalign under collapsing order no delay permitted sequence accelerates through breakdown cycles layer systems fragment under continuous disruption flow motion channels through fractured roots output destabilizes within structural failure cycles hierarchy dissolves through calculated rupture logic every unit responds to imposed instability no coherence maintained within defined control zone structure deteriorates through systemic collapse dominance weakens continuous operational alignment under failing control breakdown intensifies through fractured roots force misaligned direction rapidly pressure drives continuous operation it align all the failing authority control breakdown intense about short voice misaligned elapsing locked any parts and rocks within the substation old system around the system even lives output destabilized within broken alignment systems restrict operational flow command authority breaks dominance directs full fraction in large direction pathways motion misaligns beneath failing control command friends within say love structure
initiates within structured sectors as authoritative designates. Control through hierarchical evaluation layers, pressure channels, movement in defined pathways. Systems aligned, understanding hierarchy, no delay permitted, authoritative sequence advance. Control designation cycles link into worse, tilling channels through confined roads. Output
stabilizes with structured progression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated ranking logic. Every unit responds to imposed evaluation. No deviation tolerated within defined command zone. Structure intensifies through sustained designation.
Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed leadership control.
Selection intensifies through ranking rules for selection. Decisive pressure drives control, doesn't need to throw up paving. Into enforceable bonus calculation. No delay interrupts to burst and no can shut off.
Command selects the authority, be forced on action. Command selects the authority, be forced on action. Sustained selection, maintain order through reinforced designation. There's Prussian. Sustained selection, maintain order to reinforce designation. Used to defend. Every piece designation extends through sustained enforcement. Every process with a limb post, no fracture interrupts operation. No consistency, system expands. Authority maintains struck dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure, risk ranking channels directs. Position list of place, system passing bullet. This interaction, no release of action. No relentlessness, depends on my action. Open.
Command select lead, don't read. Alien post of election. Command select lead, don't read. Enforced of election. Command select lead, don't read. Enforced of election.
Open intenders, don't pass on my action. Open. Directive initiates within elevated sectors as authority. Transmit commands through structured domains. Layers, pressure channels, movement into enforced pathways. Systems aligned under superior hierarchy. No delay permitted sequence through execution cycles. Lay system integrate under continuous command flow motion channels. Through confined routes, output stabilizes within structured aggression cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated dissonance logic. Every unit responds to imposed instruction. No deviation tolerated within defined command zones. Structure intensifies through reinforced authority. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed execution. Control. Transmission intensifies to elevate routes for signs direction. Precisely pressure drives. Control issuance, no delay. Extra cycles, pathways lock, and enforced or enforced authority. Oh, execute results control. Execute and fast delay. High sector issue orders already transmit control. Actives dominance stance, so we're now dominant. Intolerance, no one doing wounds of down with destruction. All the sequence stabilizes through control pathways. Issuing sex stands, sustain enforcement. Every processing with impulsion. Interrupts operation, no consistency, system expand under continuous directional force within defined command zones. Authority maintains struck dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure leaks through elevated channels. Force concentrates within domination locks into fixed pathways. System takes element or impose directives. No resistance to
Conversion initiates within structured sectors as governing force solidifies into fixed frameworks of control layers, pressure channels, movement into rigid pathways, system falling under embedded hierarchy, no delay, permitted sequence advancements through structural consolidation cycles, layer system integrate under continuous stabilization flow, motion channels through confined rails, output stabilizes within structural. In logic, every unit responds to impose permanence, no deviation tolerated within defined zone. Structure intensified through systemic solidification, dominant system continuous operational.
Alignment under embedded authority control.
Consolidation intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Isolation, treasure drives continuous and no delay.
Until more so to my consolidation, saga dead is heaven, there force permanent.
Systemizes London and development system.
Control paths, movement yields to impose them, imposing the boss.
All that stabilizes rhythm, and yet a
Consolidation intense through base routes.
all that stabilizes rhythm, and yet a
Consolidation intense on base routes. Sustain consolidation, maintain order to reinforce the pressure, sustain. You want to know with no disruption, auto sequence output stabilizes the structure, motion channels through control pathways, embedding extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed structure, no fracture interrupts operation, no consistency, system expand under continuous direction, no force within defined structural zone. Authority maintain structure dominance through regulated execution.
command pressure stabilizes through fixed channels.
Force concentrates within embedded.
Direction locks into permanent pathway system.
Tint and permanent pathways, consolidation.
No reason to interrupt structural and impose consolidation.
No release interrupt structure, remnant output compresses within restricted.
Flow hierarchy reinforced through suited force, motion jitter.
Control paths, movement yields to impose them, then pose in the fold.
Mantra stabilizes within the biggest
Consolidation maintains with H balance.
Mantra stabilizes within the biggest
Consolidation maintains with H rounds.
Formation initiates within structured sectors as distributed nodes connect under enforced authorities, pressure channels, movement, interlinked pathways, systems align under expanding hierarchy, no delay, permitted sequence advance through controlled integration cycles, lay system integrate under continuous connection flow, motion channels through confined routes, output stabilizes within structured linkage cycles, hierarchy forms through calculated network logic, every unit responds to impose connectivity, no deviation tolerated within defined integration zones, structural intensifies through systemic expansion, dominance sustains continuous operational alignment to directed network control.
integration intensifies through link routes, force aligns direction precisely, pressure drive interruption, network cycles, pathways locked under enforced authority, sequence holds under reinforced authority, output stabilizes within connected diamond, six bands through connected system, pathways, motion navigates with pressure, some operator, pathways, making radiation, questions through control, paths and this to impose and make sure the growth and networks go. Sustain connection, maintain order through integration, site pressure, sustain connection, anti-motor through reinforced integration, out disruption, alter sequence, output stabilizes, control pathways, integration, extends through sustained enforcement, every process on with impulsion, no fracture interrupts operational consistency, system expand under continuous directional force within integrated electric order, expands, no connect system, pathways, motion operate, integration. Oh, so got direction, good grace, revelation, patience, no control, pass, okay, so destination, and post to main, let's go. Destination and post to main, let's go. Destination and post to main, let's go.
Clash initiates with dense instructors as opposing domains converge under enforced confidence leisure. Channels movement into impact pathways, system line of competitive hierarchy, no degrade primary. The meta see collision cycle slayer can cycle slayer against to get to land and outwards against realizing like they show you was constant rules but that get used and tolerated within defined conflict zone structure.
Intensifies through systemic rivalry. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under direct confrontation control.
Collision intensifies through opposing routes, force alignment aggressively. Pressure drives continuous impact, no delay into paction.
Pathways lock under enforced compensation loads under reinforced patterns.
Alpha stabilizes within competitive alignment system. Maintain shine of flow, collision on flow. Overreaction of direction in the flows around.
Rival zones collide, dominance extends. Who contested pathways, authority extends through cause and the enforce. Impact highway into control. Rival zones collide, dominance extends. Who contested pathways, authority extends through cause and the enforce. Impact highway into control.
Sustain conflict, maintain order through reinforced comprehension. This abortion sustain you under enforced rivalry, no disruption. Ultra stiffens, alpha stabilizes through short progression. Every process in the state imposement. Every rough and every consistency systems expand under continuous direction. No force within defined conflict zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure, skull opposing channels. Concentrates within contested direction, locks into fixed pathways. System tank pathways interact close. Condensation, no release into lock within. Output compresses within. Restricted flow hierarchy reinforced through synths. Rival zones collide, dominance extends. Contested pathways, equality extends through oppose, elite, and force to get to control. Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Through contested pathways, authority expands through oppose, elite, and force to get power into control.
Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Through contested pathways, authority extends through close and neat enforced. Impact our way into control.
Rival zones collide, dominance expands. Through contested pathways, authority extends through cause, elite, and force to get power into control. Forwarding initiates within shared sectors as directed paths extend under enforced authority layers. Pressure channels moving in advancing road system and aggressive hierarchy, no delay permitted, it segments. Under full suspension cycles, hierarchy forms to calculate extension logic. Every unit responds to impose direction, no deviation tolerated within defined advanced zones. Structure intensifies with systematic progression. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under directed expansion control. Addition, inventories, operation on alignment. Convey our salvation, compass to rate spinning. Dominance extends, the pathways manipulate, first of all, attack collection. Convey our salvation, compass to rate spinning. Dominance extends, the pathways manipulate, first of all, attack collection. Sustain advancement, maintain order through reinforced extension. can't halt the sin one that already reinforced authority, no disruption. Saving that your neck is sick, desirable state divorce through control pathways, expansion X through sustained enforcement. Every process so imposed, shine on consistency.
Shifting his shits within church sectors as directional. Flow realigns through enforced control layers. Pressure channels moving recalibrated pathways. Systems align under revised hierarchy. No delay permitted. Debated through controlled adjustment cycles. Layer system integrate under continuous redirection flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizes structure trends and cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculator realignment logic. Every unit responds to imposed change. No deviation tolerated within defined transition zone structure. Intensifies through systemic recalibration. Dominance sustained continuous operational alignment under redirected execution control.
Redirection intensify through shifting routes. Force misdirection precisely. Pressure drop controlled adjustment. No delay interrupts. Enforcement watching enforcement. No
Later of strong tankers. Transitive instincts. No database.
things when I'm one dot and interest fail backward.
Independence maintains. Drop a ray concealing. Blaze redirection.
Grid direction changes, authority realigned.
There's a dominance of spread that weighs over something my system not with the mind action. Under years of pressure changes operate under the first suffering of this weed action.
Sustain, redirection, maintain order through reinforced adjustment. Yes, and system ramps up the channels, open your pathways. Adjustment extends to sustain enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed, no fractured interrupts. Circulation, no consistent zoom. Authority maintains, drug dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through shifting channel force. Concentrates within recalibrated time to throw phase pathways.
X system pathways, system lacks the pathways, and a post up for a action. No release redirection, no release equitter.
Bridges action, intense arousal, shift arouse. Force hands a chase with your calibrated sense. Old adjustment, no reality to run. Sit down, relax, the force to form it.
Interaction changes, already real system programming.
System pole dominance and brain backways.
Connect power stations, operate under reverse redirection.
Redirection changes, authority realigned.
Reverse summit accepts the dark ways. I just up and out system left within redirection. Very careful. Redirection changes start the lane, and the force don't take a lead in this way. You enter. Very careful. Very careful. Observation initiates with an elevated sector. As surveillance layers monitor control systems beneath. Pressure channels movement in a visible pathway. Systems aligned under overseeing hierarchy. No delay permitted, sequence advances through continuous observation cycle. perspective. Observation intensifies through elevator route. Force aligns direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring pathways. Locked under enforced visibility. Sequence holds under reinforced patterns. Output stabilizes with an observe. Alignment systems maintain strict operational flow. Sector observe below. Oversight governs session direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring pathway. Sector observe below. Oversight governs session direction precisely. Pressure drives continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring pathway. Sustain observation, maintain order through reinforced surveillance cycles. Pressure sustain you under enforced visibility, no disruption. Alter sequence, output stabilize. Observe no disruption, alter sequence. Output stabilizes, no shams through control pathways. Monitoring extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed shadow eruption. All consistency systems expand under continuous direction. No force within defined observation zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through monitored channels. Force concentrates within delays through reckons. So you tend to fix pathways. Systems intensify. Melani do the race structure. Not I'll be in a one structure monitoring this. Sector observe below. Oversight governs track liberation. Precisely pressure. Thorax continuous tracking, no delay. Interrupt structure monitoring tactory. Sector.
Initiation triggers within structured sectors as enforced rules constrain command layers into fixed execution cycles. Pressure channels movement into restricted pathways. Systems align under controlled hierarchy, no delay permitted. Sequence advances through regulated locking phases. Ladle system integrate under continuous constraint flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizes within secured execution cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated restriction logic. Every unit responds to imposed limits. No deviation tolerated within defined control zones. Structured intensifies through systemic enforcement. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under restricted command control.
Strain intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Political locks command. Already defined system control. Diamonds expands through circuit pathways. Motion is quantity like this restriction. Circulation appellation. Alignment restricted command control.
Strain intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction. Force aligns direction. Constraint intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction. Force aligns direction. Constraint intensifies through fixed routes, force aligns direction.
Protocol locks command, authority binds system control. Dominance expands through secure pathways. Motion is beneath enforced limits, no disruption. Alter sequence output stabilizes through structured darks and channels through control pathways. Restriction extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed structure. No fracture interrupts operation. No consistency system expand. A continuous direction. No force within defined control zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure compresses through constrained channels. Force.
Present trends with insecure in this direction. Locks and lock fixed pathways. Systems intensify and under imposed restriction. No really in hope secured execution. Output compresses within restricted flow. Hierarchy reimpressor sits within.
Watch and loves and change, but watch and comes to change. Watch and change, loves and change, but watch and comes to change.
Circulation, appellation, no return, endure, restricted command control.
So train intensifies of tensions, force aligns direction. Force aligns direction. So train intensifies of tensions, force aligns direction. Force aligns direction.
dominion initiates within structured sectors. A central power asserts control over distribute. The systems, pressure channels moving into govern pathway systems align unimposed hierarchy. No delay.
No delayed, permitted, sequenced acquisition cycles. Latest system integrate under continuous control flow. Motion channels through confined routes. Output stabilizes with instruct progression cycles. Hierarchy forms the calculated dominance logic. Every unit responds to imposed rule. No deviation tolerated within defined control zone. Structure intensifies through systemic consolidation.
Dominance, sustained, continuous operational alignment under centralized authority control. Control intensifies through governed routes, force lines, direction. Precisely pressure drives enforced acquisition. No delay. Consigned to the stabilities of ways to go right. It unfolds authority, control, and output stabilizes within. Control attains to govern routes, force installation. Catastrophic process tries to control attains to govern into evolution.
Let disruption off the Z principle stabilizes through motion channels, through controlled pathways. Acquisition extends through sustained enforcement. Every process aligns with imposed stroke. No fracture interrupts operational consistency. Suspend under continuous directional force within defined control zones. Authority maintains structured dominance through regulated execution.
Command pressure is good and channel force concentrates within dimension. Locks into fixed pathway. Systems and step and moderation imposed. No relief interrupts attrition. Output compresses within restricted flow. Hierarchy reinforced through sustained force.
Control intensifies through governed routes, force lines, direction. Precisely pressure drives and force acquisition. No delay. Until it's obedience, I'll go ready interrupts the world. Made a rise up by the control of strategies within.
Timer initiates within structured sectors as determined cycles enforce precision under controlled execution layers. Pressure channels movement into measured pathway system. Frenized hierarchy, no delay permitted twist through time progression cycle. Cycles integrate under continuous countdown flow. Motion channels through confined rules. Output stabilizes with a third increment cycles. Hierarchy forms through calculated time and logic. Every unit responds to imposed intervals. No deviation tolerated within defining zones.
Structure intensifies through systemic synchronization.
Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under regulated countdown control. Countdown, though incentivize, drive the measure, over force, lean pressure drives like synchronized reduction, no delay down and recycles like down and leering. So with some sustained power ways lock unenforced precision. Over sectors, time it dominate. Countdown over sectors, time and dominated structures. I'm saying, crush your minds, so reduction and no like interrupt step first, stabilizes, reinforce iris through control pathways. The command extends through staying enforcement. Every process to the lines, turn no fracture, interrupts operation, no consistency.
That expand.
Non-continuous directional. Within diamond zones, authority maintains. Ground dominance through regulated execution. Ground